Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Grille. It's the Tier 5 German SPG. This one's located on the defending team of Steps Assault, and it's under the commands of me. Yes, it's one of my games under the General Disturbance name. Okay, well, the Grille is based on the hull of the Panzer 38T, which is a Czech tank that was actually adopted by the Germans and used for numerous vehicles, including Marders, Hetzers, and of course the Grille. They built 282 of these between 1943 and 1944 with a 15cm howitzer. It's capable of doing 480 alpha, and it'll penetrate through 38mm of armor with a 22.53 second reload. Now you can see I'm looking north because I'm expecting enemy tanks to make their way across that field, and I'm hoping I might be able to get a shot on them before they get to cover. Now, it hasn't got a very good arc. It's only got 5 degrees either side of the center line, so 10 degrees in total. But it does have a very good trajectory. Okay, well, unfortunately, I've got a bit of reticule bloom there. Rounds out in the M2Y. Lands short. Very short. It may be the angle my howitzer is actually at. It's actually sloping upwards, which should extend the range, but in fact I think it is changing the trajectory a little. But I think there's a target on that spot. Letting it settle. That's it. Rounds out. Well, it looked like it landed short, so I don't think I hit the Skoda, but I've got 2 tanks here which appear to be taking up a tactical position, a T20 and a Ju-2. Now, what I might be able to do is lob a shell over the top of that rock into the T20 or the Ju-2 and do some damage. Rounds out. Oh! Fell short again! That's twice it's happened. That's not good. Okay, there's the M2Y I fired that early. I might have to adjust my aim just slightly to get a better shot. You can see by looking and seeing where the fall of shot was, I can tell if it's not good enough. Well, I did get the hit that time on the T20 and 207 hit points, which is a non-penetrating shot. Okay, I've got the M2Y to handle and that MT20. He extends that far. Round about there, please. Rounds out. Well, I damaged his tracks, but I didn't get much else. The M2Y is going to come around that corner very shortly. Still waiting for the reload to go in. He's now one shot. In fact, he's a splash kill. If I can land the round near him, he expires. Rounds out. Yep, that's a kill. So that's one gone. T20 and the Ju-2. Now, the 20 at this moment is hanging back behind the Ju-2, but he's actually making himself a fairly easy target. So, loaded. Now, rounds out. And I do get some splash for 99. He's stunned. Might get some stun assist. No, not anymore because the stun's gone. But so's the T20. So now can I put a shell onto the Ju-2? Not much to work with, just the top of the turret. But he might back up round the corner. Rounds out. Yep, right into the shell. And he has taken some more damage. And wait for it. They're moving up again. Might be able to get another round in. No, too late. Okay, well, I can see that some enemy tanks are actually making their way along from the east. A Covenanter, a Giro, and an M6. Okay, so let's line up on the M6. Let it settle. Okay, that sounds about right there. Yep, direct hit. Only 204, but I got some stun assist off it straight away. There's a Covenanter just hiding behind that rock. Okay, M6, follow. Lost sight of him, but I think he's coming on. He's not going to stop. Okay, I'm loaded. Oh, and there he is. So I readjust my aim. Line up the shot ahead of his path. Rounds out. Well, that's interesting. I just hit somebody that it wasn't the M6, but somebody took the shell. It went straight and hit something that was just ahead of its path. So though I know that I've hit somebody on the enemy team, there was no explosion, but they didn't. I wasn't aiming at them. I was aiming at the M6. So that's a bit of serendipity there, you might say. A happy accident. The M6 seems to have disappeared. I'm dialing in on that position. Suddenly, enemy tanks come into sight and they're close to the hills. Got a VK3001H. Looks like he got tracked. He's been tracked again. Rounds out. He's out the game. It's my second kill. Change position because the enemy's getting rather close. And I don't want to be a statistic for the enemy team. So I'm going to go around the corner and try and shoot from that direction from now on. The enemy is coming on. In fact, there's a VK2801-105 getting rather close, but he's expired as well. So let's see what I can do from this spot. Always try and keep something between you and the enemy so that they don't see you if you can help it. M6, let it settle, let it settle. I fired prematurely, but I do get a hit right on the tracks, and his tracks went off. You can see the mark on the side of the vehicle. He's taking damage, which, because I damaged his tracks, so I picked up a load of damage assist there. Okay, the M6 has gone down. Now we're looking at the Skoda. Well, I got splash, 108, but I didn't get a direct hit. He's pulled back because he's a little hurt, but I'm marking the spot because that's where I think he might be. He actually comes forward again. He's trying to evade our Striv. Line up the shots. Striv goes in. Oh! Decapitated him. He went right out. We've only got 4 enemy tanks left. One of them is a Covenanter. He's just gone into that dip. I've lost sight of him. Can't see where he's gone. We just lost the tank over on the other side of the battlefield. It looks like a T-29 our team went down. We think that there's somebody up there as well. A Jackson. So I fire around into the dip. It went slightly to the left. It looks like the enemy Arty, which is also a 105 LFH-18B2, and a good player at that, is actually in that corner. The Covenant is in here. He's very low hit points. He's a splash kill. I'd rather like the kill if I can get it. Rounds out. Bit premature. He did get stunned, and I've got the stun assist off that one anyway. So looking back up to this corner, the only 2 left are the Arty and the Jackson. And I think the Jackson might be on that ledge. So I'm going to put a round in there anyway if I can stun him. Knocks the tree down. I don't think he's there. Okay, I think he's behind. The Striv is going to confirm it any second. Oh, well, he's found the Fifi. The Fifi's at the back, but there's the Jackson. And unfortunately, he goes down to the Jackson. The Striv. He did take out the enemy Fifi, but now the Jackson's still alive. And it's the last kill I can possibly get. I'm going to try and lob a shell into that corner. Teams are coming in fast. I'm going to have to take the shot. I fire the round in. And I did stun him, but it didn't get close enough to kill him. And there's a 3-mark VK3001H there. And I think he's the one who's probably going to take the kill. If it's not him, then I'll take it. Rounds out. Long flight time. Direct hit for 199. And the kill shot is going to go to... Oh! A Hellcat! Kill steal. Well, I have to confess, I was actually playing a couple of games for the first time in about 2 or 3 months, actually, because I don't think I've played since Christmas, or maybe just slightly after Christmas. Yes, I was actually playing a game whilst watching Steve Wolst on his channel, and I thought, well, I'll just have a bit of a practice run, see how it's going. And yes, picked up an ace tanker in the Grille. Always good to practice with these lower tier Arties because they force you to think hard about how you've got to play it and how you can get some good shots on the enemy. The Grille is a difficult Arty to play, but it's also fun. I also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, I got 8. And I got a Confederate as well because I hit more of the enemy than anyone else on my team. At least 6 tanks, subsequently taken out by other teammates, and even that, I got 2 kills in the game as well. My win rate in the game, 4,369, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, I didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Jackson. The last enemy tank got 2,223 hit points of damage, so he was quite a good scorer. Second highest damage was the G2 on the enemy team with 1,757. That was the one that we were firing at earlier up the battlefield. And the third highest on damage turned out to be the KB3 on our team with 1,652. I managed to get 1,586, which means I was beaten by 2 players on the enemy team and 2 players on my own team, which put me in 5th place when it came to damage. When it came to kills, though, I was actually in 3rd place on this battle because the Striv managed to get 5 kills. That's the Striv M4257. Second highest was the Jackson. He got 4 kills. 2 kills went to myself and that VK3001H, the 3 marked one, and he got a Leather Slayers medal out of that game. In fact, we were the only 2 players who actually managed to get medals in the game. We were both 3 marked. When it came to base XP, though, I was in 2nd place because the Striv M4257, he's tier 6, and he managed 1,038 base experience points out of that one. The only player to get over 1,000. I was in 2nd place by base XP because I was tier 5, so I was hitting tier 7 opponents, and I got 950 base experience points. And in 3rd place was the KB3 with 806. I fired 19 rounds. Again, it shows the lower caliber guns load faster, you get more shells out, you get more chance of stun assist, you get more shells on target, and potentially you get more kills if you can get the shells in the right spot. I got 8 direct hits on the enemy. None of them penetrated, but I did get 15 splash. And I did have the opportunity to try and take out that Jackson by landing a shell inside his turret. But of course I failed. 1,586 hit points of damage, of which 1,356 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see there was some close range shooting at the Skoda and the M6. I damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 2. So there's the Confederate. 150 hit points of damage assist, that's where I knocked the tracks on the M6 off, and 875 of stun assist of 13 stuns. On a premium count, I actually made 31,760 credits from that game, and I also took away 5,491 experience points out of it, and I got a mission completion. But it just goes to show, you're playing for fun, you can actually enjoy yourself, and it does surprise enemies when they find out that they were actually fighting somebody with 3 mark Arty, because of course, it's not what they want to see. But it must have surprised some of my teammates as well that, we've got somebody with a 3 mark Grille. Yes, it is dangerous. It's a fun Arty to play, and I know some of you do like it, but I do suggest that you take tier 5 Arties out. In fact, we're going to have a couple of replays or a video coming up shortly featuring 2 tier 5 replays. And yes, they're a lot of fun. He did very well in those games. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.